Hi, I'm Engineer Cobble, Johnson City Fire Department. I'm the engineer on truck 4. In the city, we have 3 ladder trucks. This right here is truck 4. Let me tell you a little bit more about it. As the engineer on truck 4, part of my job is to drive the apparatus to the scene safely. From this position, I can operate lights and sirens, but that's only part of the job. Let me take you back here and show you some more. On truck 4, this is the pump. It's rated at 2,000 gallons per minute. This can provide water to our crosslays and our ladder. The truck has a 300-gallon water tank on it. It's really enough to get us started on a car fire or a dumpster fire. It's not really used too much for building fires. This is our engineer's compartment. On truck 4, we carry extra nozzles and couplings. We also carry our PPV fan, positive pressure ventilation. We can use this to blow smoke out of a building. Here we have our water extinguisher. This is what we use to put out small fires or confine a little bit of a fire. Here we have our hand tools. In this compartment right here, we have all of our rope cache. This is what we use for high angle and low angle rescues. Here we have our spare cylinders. This is what we use to put on our air packs to breathe inside of a smoky environment. In these compartments here, we have our toolbox just for our everyday use. We also have a couple extra spare cylinders like we talked about before. This is where we keep our water for hydration on a fire scene. We also have a cutting torch we use to cut metal objects. Here we keep all our power tools, some ladder belts, and also saw blades for our rotary saws. On the back of truck 4 here, we have our controls that we use to control the ladder. We'll go into more depth in that here in a little while. Back here we have all our ground ladders. This is what we use to reach second story and third story windows. We have a 35 extension. We have 2 of those, a 16, a 20, and a 28. We also carry roof hooks here, and along with our large diameter hose for supply line. In this compartment here, we have our chainsaws. We use these saws to cut holes in roofs to exhaust smoke out of a building. Here we have our airbags. We can use these airbags to lift an object off of a person. In this compartment here, we have our cribbing. We use this cribbing to fill void spaces whenever we're using our tools here to extricate somebody out of a vehicle. And speaking of that, this right here is what people call the jaws of life. We have our cutters, spreaders, and ram. We can use those to open doors on vehicles that have been in an accident. In the front bumper of the truck here, we carry our rescue jacks. This right here is what we can use to stabilize a vehicle or a large object. This right here is our set of irons that we use to force entry into a building. In the city here on our truck companies, this right here is where our firefighter sits. So the difference in our truck company and our engine companies, this is usually where the lieutenant would sit. The firefighter's job when riding in the truck here is to operate the iPad. This right here can give important information on the call type. They can also work the radio and assist with working the sirens. On truck 4, there's 4 outriggers. They're H-style outriggers. That's what helps stabilize the truck whenever we go to set the ladder up. The ladder itself is 100 foot and it has a bucket. Inside the bucket, we're able to do multiple operations, whether it be a patient removal from a structure. We can also use it to rig a rope system. On the bucket, there's a nozzle. That's what we use to spray water out of. It can pump up to 2,000 gallons per minute, which is quite a bit of water coming out of that nozzle at one time. Guys, thanks for coming and checking out truck 4 with me today. Stay tuned for more apparatus videos in the near future.